Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Ukrainian Crisis Media Center. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Ukrainian Crisis Media Center begins its work today, and it's my pleasure to invite Ms. Viktoria Kushnir, Speaker of the Ministry of Defense. Good morning, esteemed colleagues. Happy to see you at our briefing. Let's start. In the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, Ministry of Defense continues the optimization of state purchases for the country defense purposes. The objective of this work is to change general process of purchases from the procedure of peaceful time into the realities of the current situation. Today, we have considerably changed the procedure from the beginning of the last year. Nevertheless, that's not enough for the requirements of contemporary defense purposes. Among those steps which are made by the ministry towards optimization of the purchases procedure, there is establishment of electronic purchases procedure, revision of the coordination process, activation of the horizontal communication between structural units, and establishing unified single unit in the Ministry of Defense, which will be responsible for state purchases, and it will start its work from May 1st. Besides that, Ministry of Defense continues its practical work collecting and bringing new individual medical kits, group medical kits, and food, special military food. Yesterday, Commander-in-Chief of Ukraine, Petro Poroshenko, in his communication with Mr. Joseph Biden, thanked him for the supplies of non-lethal weapon and equipment, that is, in particular, for provision of drones and radars for finding artillery positions, night vision equipment, etc. The total amount of supplies was $2.5 billion. As of today, our foreign partners have provided the following amounts of humanitarian aid. The USA have provided humanitarian aid amounting to $13 million. This covers medical equipment, medical kits, multi-range radio stations, night vision devices, chemical laboratories for unknown chemical substances, demining installations, radio location stations for counter battery finding, special uniforms, bullet-proof vests, etc. Also, the United States have provided special field food amounting to $2.5 million. Canada has supplied Ukrainian army with humanitarian aid amounting to $20 million US dollars. This includes special counter bullet vests, helmets, sleeping beds, and winter clothes. Poland has supplied bed clothes, long-term bread, and other things amounting to 5.5 million US dollars. Australia has provided winter uniform amounting to $2.3 million. The Great Britain has provided assistance amounting to 1.8 million American dollars. Slovakian Republic has provided Ukrainian army with electric generations, lightning sets, plastic things, and amounting to $632,000. Kingdom of Norway has provided for army food amounting to $630,000. French Republic provided bulletproof vests and medical equipment up to $600,000. The Netherlands supplied electric generators and winter supplies amounting to $500,000. The Ministry of Defense continues its work on strengthening social protection of Ukrainian servicemen. To do this, they developed necessary legislation. In particular, they deal with special regulations allowing servicemen to rent housing and premises. The second, they are providing drafting special legislation which will facilitate rent residential payments for those who participate in the ATO operations for them and their families. The third, they improve housing conditions for the families of those who were killed or disappeared during ATO operations. They have eliminated any limitations for spa treatment for those servicemen who were wounded during ATO. Moreover, the ministry is reviewing now amount of pensions for those servicemen who participated in the ATO operations, thinking about 90% of the service payments. As of today, the Ministry of Defense provide medical treatment for 386 servicemen and 9 service from the military forces and from other enforcement agencies. Out of them, 22 persons are in hard health condition. 27 servicemen are currently undergoing treatment abroad. Out of them, 7 servicemen stay in Lithuania, 6 in Germany, 3 in the USA, Latvia and Israel, and 2 in the Great Britain and Poland, and 1 in Estonia. From the ATO beginning, the Ministry of Defense has opened its reserves, medical reserves, and have prepared and restored more than 365 units of medical and sanitary equipment. These are disinfection and sterilizing installations and special mobile installations for hospitals. During the latest week, there was a special medical commission which checked field camps and training centers, 8 military units and 3 other military objects. They checked the catering and carried out laboratory exams and tested potable water. Everything was satisfactory. These were short results of the ministry operations within the latest day. And now it's my pleasure to give the floor to Anatoly Stelmach, Colonel Anatoly Stelmach, Speaker of the ITO. Can you hear me, colleagues? Can you hear me? Anatoly, we can hear you. You're welcome. Illegal band formations continue to shell the oppositions and brutally violating peaceful agreements from 7 p.m. on March 11 till midnight on March 12th. Our enemies 25 times violated the ceasefire regime. At the same time, at midnight, we had 3 more shelling. The most hot spot along the delineation line remains the Donetsk location. Here at 7 p.m., the criminals used 152mm artillery systems and shelled Avdiivka. Besides that, at between 9 and 10 o'clock, the band formations shelled Pisky. This shows that band formations have not withdrawn all artillery in line with Minsk agreements. Also, they shelled Pisky, Avdiivka, Opetnovodino from grenades and grenade launchers. In Mariupol location, they used small arms and shelled Shirokino. Also, snipers worked in this region between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Yesterday. In Artemivsk location, band formations 4 times shelled Leninsk from small arms and grenade launchers. In Lugansk direction, from 9 to 10 p.m. they used small arms and shelled Sukhadol. Despite all this shelling, ATO forces only responded. Now Vladislav Selesny. Good morning, dear colleagues. The social and political situation in along the delineation line remains complicated because of continuous shelling, because of the devastation of the humanitarian and infrastructural sphere. As my colleague Anatoly Stelmach mentioned, we have registered 49 different shellings along the last 24 hours. Out of that, 49 shelling, militants 16 times used artillery and grenade launchers. Also, there was one attack near Dovga settlement. This is on the Seversky Donets river bank. Also, militants shelled our positions near Sokolniki and Novotashkivsky. Near Donetsk, the number of violations of ceasefire amounted to 26. The militants shelled Avdiivka, Opetnovodino, Pisky, and they used artillery, mortars, automatic grenade launchers, and small arms. Near Artemivsk, there also were no ceasefire. They opened shellings. They opened fire 12 times on Kamyshevata, Luhansk, Lozove, Mayorsk, used artillery, small arms, and mortars. In the south of ATO area, there were 28 shellings. The most hot spot was around Shirokino settlement. This is here where ATO forces tried to detain the attacks there, Ukrainian forces were shelled from small arms, snipers worked, also they used mortars and automatic grenade launchers. Thank you very much, Vladislav.